Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I have been awake since 3, up since 4. I made cilantro lime rice for a surprise party we're having today. I've never made it before, but it smells good in here. So I would like to talk about something, tagging off of something that Janine said yesterday. And this is kind of about intentional relationships in New Earth, healing certain things, and there's a lot of jumbled thoughts in my brain, so I'm going to try to get this out in some sort of order that makes sense. First off, in the movies, one of the things that they say to a woman after they break up with somebody is the best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. That, to me, is not an intentional relationship. And I've been kind of intentional about some of my relationships. I've been very intentional to not get pregnant. And that came from being like 5 years old and knowing that I wanted to be a career woman. And having that happen to me was going to totally throw off what I had plans for in my life. I have also done a lot of past life stuff on myself, and what I found in past life readings was that a lot of my relationships in the past, I got kind of left holding the bag with family, with kids, and my husband either disappeared on me, went off to war when I was pregnant. I had one husband that got physically injured after a tornado and left me doing all of the stuff on the farm. Apparently there was one life where I think I had 8 kids and I ended up as a widow, and it was a very tough life. So as I have dug into my past lives, it makes sense why I am the way I am in this lifetime. I've had enough of that abandonment stuff and being left holding the bag and trying to do all of that on my own. So I didn't want to do that in this lifetime. I also got a message from a friend of mine today that was asking about trying to clear up some patterns in her life as far as being left for somebody else, or feeling like the third wheel or the third party all the time. And I said, that's funny that you're bringing that up today, because I'm planning on doing a video on intentional relationships. So I'm asking for opinions, and I don't know, there isn't any right or wrong answer to this one, but if we are to move into New Earth, there is going to have to be more intention in the relationships, especially intimate relationships that we go into. And something that Janine said yesterday, she did a video on the Roe versus Wade, and something that she said at the very end of it really stuck with me as far as where we're going in New Earth. And she said that she believes there will be a time that there will be unintentional pregnancies. Therefore, there won't be a need for anything like Roe versus Wade, and that the souls of the babies coming into Earth will basically get permission or kind of get the okay from the parents first before they just come strolling in unexpectedly, I guess is the way to say that. I don't know. I mean, I'm curious if you see that happening, if you think we can evolve as a human race, or if we're heading that direction. I mean, I do feel like we are somewhat heading in that direction of where people are more intentional about their relationships. However, until we get rid of movies that promote promiscuous sex and sleeping around and, having multiple relationships at one time and all of this stuff that makes it look fun and exciting in the movies, that's programming a lot of, I'm going to say, it kind of programmed me in the 80s. I was around when Sex and the City was very popular, watching that, making it sound like doing what they did in Sex and the City was awesome. And to me, that is promoting not New Earth relationships. So that's the one thing that I want to say. And the next thing I want to ask you guys is, how do you, for those who are trying to heal wounds and get in intentional relationships, you know, like I know I have abandonment issues when it comes to men, because I can meet people that won't even be like a particular, like an intimate relationship or a romantic relationship, but it'll be someone that comes into my life that maybe I had a past life connection with, and I will immediately start feeling that he's going to disappear on me. He's going to disappear on me. And so that is a wound that I have not been able to heal just yet, although I know where it comes from. It comes from past lives. So I get that part. I got half of that fixed, but I don't know how to fix the other half, how to get that to disappear. And the same for my friend, the one who's been left. I would assume that would be the abandonment issues that she needs to heal, and feeling like a third wheel. How do we fix that? I mean, does anybody have any suggestions? Has anybody figured out how to do that for themselves? You know, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons some of us come into this world, is to heal a lot of these issues. But anyway, that's kind of what that's my curiosity is. How do you see relationships in the future that are more intentional than the ones that are maybe happening at this point in time? I think maybe the last couple of years has made a lot of people think that maybe they are not in intentional relationships. Some are not. Some realized, oh my God, I can't live with this person anymore. We are so not of the same cloth, and I need to move on, or they need to move on, or whatever. So then the next step is going to be getting into more intentional relationships, having more intentional children come into the world. So I'm just curious how you see that happening. Do you think we have a chance of making that happen? And what needs, you know, what all do we need to heal to get to that point? I think that's the main part I want to talk about. But the other thing is, for those of you who are watching my garden stuff, the birds have taken over my garden, and they have killed and ruined and plucked 75% of my little seeds that were growing up in the last 2 days. So I am not in a cohesive, intentional relationship with the birds right now, and I don't know how to get out of that. So anyway, if you have any ideas on how to keep the birds out of my garden, because there's no point in trying this again if I can't keep them out of my plants. Anyhow, I hope y'all have a good day. And if you're having a party at work or doing anything Cinco de Mayo, I hope you got your cilantro early, because when I went to the store last night, it was slim pickings, and there was like nothing there in the cilantro aisle other than some plants. And I grabbed one of those, and it was kind of on its last leg, but I used my cilantro essential oil to beef up the flavor in it. So I guess we'll see how that works. Anyway, I guess I am hoping you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.